using demo and tools to learn CISSP. My name is Chen Zhang, Microsoft Azure MVP, AWS Certificate Solution Professional. All right, now we are in the last domain. I can demo for you about the CISSP course, and we have go through the domain 3, domain 4, domain 5. Now we are in the domain 7, security operation. Security operation is a large concept. It's very, very huge. You can relate it to lots of different aspects of the operation, and it's very hard to conclude or use just using a few demos to show you the full picture because it's changing every time. So I will just list 4 demos to you. But these 4 demos, I can say it span almost a decade. I will start a demo in 2013. At that time, I worked as the pre-sales engineer in Microsoft sales team. And at that time, I'm mainly responsible for the Windows Server 2012 and the System Center 2012 solution setting job. So we got a lot of experience in how to, we can say how to make the story, how to combine it as a solution for the customer or for the POC requirement. And the next I will show you it separately, just like I will only show you monitor, and I will highlight it by the LibreMS, which is very popular now. And in the 3 part, I will show you the automation orchestration by Kubernetes. I think it's the hottest topic now in this modern cloud microservice, blah, blah, blah. Lots of fancy vocabulary to describe it. And the last one, I will show you the public cloud and the leader in the industry by AWS Cloud Formation. Okay. DevOps or DevSecOps. I have already checked the latest materials from the IC website, and they had already added the DevSecOps concept to the new CISSP domain 7. I think which is mandatory to add this part because now the Dev and Ops, sometimes we can trust it together with the lots of framework or the tools to in the developer and operation, but we don't forget to add the security concept. Okay, but from my demo, I will not show you. Maybe I can show you it to you later, but today I will just give you the step-by-step from a classic demo in 2013. Okay, this demo is kind of out of date. Yeah, I can admit it. It is kind of out of date, but the concept is still valid and useful now. We don't the fancy latest technology. If you do this, you will just be misguided or misleaded by some industry company vendor. But you need to know the basic. All right. Fall down to the bottom, and if you're in the bottom position, you raise your head, you look upon the latest fancy technology, you will see, oh, I can learn it by a short time. Why? Because everything is connection. Once you got the basic knowledge, that's what I always highlight, stress out. What you should do is be focused on the bottom, the basic knowledge. And after that, you can learn everything quickly. Okay. Let's take a look at the system sample mapping with the CISSP. From the chapter 17, preventing and responding incidents. If sometimes you see the keyword just like the incidents report, which remind you to think about the ITIL. No matter in the ITIL version 2 or ITIL version 3, I think the incident, the service desk, service manager, and that's the most part of the ITIL concept. So in the System Center family, we can use the SCSM, System Center's Service Manager, to make the service desk, service report, can see service process platform to achieve the concept of the ITIL. But the important part is the SCOM, SCOM, operation management. Here, we can use it to implement the monitor, no matter for the software, hardware, even some vendor platform such as the Cisco router, the firewall, or even the code. We can use it to explore what running inside the code. .NET, Java, both okay for the SCOM. And another famous platform in the System Center suite is the SCCM. We can use it to make the asset and configuration, such as if you want to build a CMDB platform, you can do it easily by the SCCM. But most people choose SCCM is want to use it to make the patch for their client and the server. If you heavily rely on the Windows operating system and the software version management, software updating, as we all know, we can do it by the group policy, but if you want to do more specific, you have to use the CCM to finish this. For the disaster recovery plan, in the chapter 18, we can use the SCDPM. So SCDPM here, we can make the platform backup, restore, and recovery. So the last part is from here, it's the System Center orchestration. We can use it to make the automation and orchestration. Orchestration is a part concept very important in the cloud era. So everything should be orchestrated by the engine or by the platform. So as the DevOps engineer, the developer can achieve something automatically by their code. So the background engine is for the orchestration. Okay, so this is the full picture of the System Center suite. Even we have the SCVMM to manage our Hyper-V, or if you want to use it to manage the VMware, it's still okay. And there has a new platform, Windows Intune to manage our mobile device. It's an online platform, so you don't need to deploy on your on-premise environment. So given you the big picture of each components in the System Center, so typically if you did not choose the System Center, you have to make the monitor system by yourself, by other platform. You have to make the software patch by the group policy or other platform. You have to install the backup software. You have to install the VM management platform. So if you choose System Center, you just choose one brand. It can cover everything. That's the benefit, the pros. But there still have some cons, such as System Center is highly rely on the Active Directory. So everything need to be worked within Active Directory. If you don't have an Active Directory, you can do nothing. Okay. And the System Center is not open source. So if you want to use the System Center operation manager to manage the Cisco device. Just like I said, you have to wait the vendor to release their the management package. So you cannot do it by yourself because it's not open source. Okay, so compare with their counterparts such as SCORM for the monitor. We can use, just I will show you in the next part. We can use the LibreMS, which is open source. Okay, so System Center is a very good, classic, traditional vendor software. I can just say, or even you will get the vendor support by System Center. So in the in the 10 years before, I think, which is so good, but now because everything turned to the cloud, everything turned to the microservice, everything turned to open source. So System Center compare with that platform, it maybe too heavy. I just can say it too heavy. There's no any meaning to discuss which is better or which is not so good because there you cannot compare it with the open source. The different choice, different angles, perspective to choose this. Okay. Okay. So this demo I will play the video recorded 7 years before, and I will just give you the narrative. To be frankly, I don't even want to build a System Center platform because it will take me about 2 or 3 days. I have to install the Active Directory. I have to install the SQL Server. Even I don't know. I cannot make sure whether it still support the MySQL and the other platform database. What I need to know is it support the SQL Server so good because it integrate with the Microsoft platform. Okay, so I will play a video, and this video is recorded in 7 years before, and I will give you the narrative. And the video platform was built in the Chinese, so I will give you some explanation of the key parts. So the first one we should know is that the video is built in a demo application which called Stock Trader. If you're familiar with the .NET developer, I think you should know the Stock Trader. It's a very famous software stack by the server tier, just like the web tier, middle tier, and data tier. And in my demo, it's default with 2 web tier, and it's running on Hyper-V, managed by SCVMM. So why I separate here, give you a blank space, because IS and Hyper-V, both of them are the parts of the Windows Server, and here we will use the VMM, SCORM, SCSM, SCO to implement the Domain 7 concept. Yeah. Actually, this demo, I still remember when I played it in the 7 years before. It's very popular. I even demo it in the Microsoft TechEd conference, and finally I was awarded as a top session in the 2013 or 2014. Yeah. What I need to stress is maybe I think the software platform is not so important, but you need to know the concept. Just like I should repeat again, maybe you were not the SCVMM to manage your infrastructure. You were not the SCOM to make your platform software hardware monitor. You will not use the CSM, and you will not use the SEO. But you should know what is the modern monitor platform. You should know what is the service incident management platform look like. You should know what the orchestration engine, what it can do. If you have a job interview, someone asks you, so could you tell me or explain to me what is automation and orchestration? You need to know that. You don't need to tell the interviewer, say, oh, I know the system center orchestration or SEO, that doesn't matter, or even the Ansible, but you have to tell them what the concept of the orchestration, what orchestration can do for our modern data center, infrastructure, operation, or even the big picture, more larger, more wide, such as the DevOps. You should tell them this, okay? So the highlight thing is this one. I need to give you highlight. That's the important thing, not the implement. Implement, you can change another software, open source, online, doesn't matter. Okay,